Hello Gemini, and welcome to your April 2022 video. This video is for Sun, Moon or Rising Gemini. So now Gemini, on the 1st of April, we have a new moon in your 11th house. This is about your community, your social groups, the groups that you are connected to and want a new clean slate. So think about it as your friendships, the social groups that you're around. We have various groups in our life. We have our family groups, we have our friend groups, we have our groups at work, we have our, maybe the friends that like sport. And then we have our friends that like maybe shopping. There's very different groups. So this is telling you new beginnings in your groups, in your social circles, your community, the people around you, a new beginning. Might be thinking about making some changes to your connections and the people that you connect to. You might be feeling, I really need to have connections to people that feel like family, feel like soul family, that I have a deep connection with. So that's the energy of the 11th house. It's looking for connection, but it's looking for the right kind of connection, soul connection. When it comes to our interactions with others, it's great for friendships. Making new friends with this new moon will be great. Networking is really great because it's looking for a group, this energy. So if you have a message to put out, maybe you are deciding to start a business and you want to promote it and see what feedback you get. If you decide to do this, it's great with this 11th house energy. It's about social networks, social groups, putting it out there. Great for learning, great for teaching as well. Teaching, because we can teach a group of people things. That's exactly this energy of learning, teaching groups, community, wanting to join groups too. Might be thinking of like, maybe I should join this group on social media that I find will teach me something, right? I might find value in what the other people have to share on this group. That's the energy of it. On the 6th, Venus joins Neptune and Jupiter in your 10th house. This is the house of career. Now, Venus is about love, luxury, beauty, right? Those are the things of Venus, those physical things of like love, when we feel loved. And when we talk about Neptune, it's more about our compassion, right? Where we have empathy, where we feel. It's also about our dreams, our fantasies. And Jupiter is about opportunities, expansion, and growth. But it also amplifies energy. So now, having this energy in your 10th house of career, let's look at the 10th house as it's the house of career, goals, dreams, ambitions, and how the world sees you. So what that you love in your heart do you want to share with the world? What is it? And this can be if you have a job, if you're retired, either way. It's where we put out something into the world, a goal, a dream, a vision we see for ourselves. And this will amplify the energy. Amplify the energy because of Jupiter and Neptune, about your deepest dreams and desires about this. As a part of it, yes, it tells you to surrender and let go if you find yourself disconnected right now. Disconnected from maybe the environment you're in essence, especially when we have a dream and a goal and we look at our environment like, I don't know how I'm going to reach it from here. I don't know. And this is the energy of surrendering. Understanding it's a dream within you and it's allowing it to manifest. It's giving you deep understanding on what you love. What goals do you want to accomplish? And that has to do with your passion, your love. It also has to do with your career in essence, if you are working, and what do you love? Really, what do you love? Do you love where you're at? Do you not love where you're at? Do you need to make some changes? Do you need to surrender before you make those changes? Surrender the feelings that you're having of maybe feeling a bit stuck, feeling a bit stifled, feeling like you're not moving. This energy is asking you to surrender those feelings. Surrender it and know that you have a dream and focus all your energy on what you love. Start doing it, whether you have to just jot it down now, the ideas in your journal. If that's what you need to do, do it. And let it come about. Or do you need to speak to someone, connect to someone so that you can basically make your dream a reality? Do you need to, what action steps? What do you need to do? On the 11th, we have Mercury, right? Joining Uranus in the 12th house, lightning bolts ideas. The 12th house, especially with Mercury, your mind can be slipping into the past experiences. This will be a month where a lot of clearing up of the past will be happening for you in April, because we have a solar eclipse, and I know that solar eclipse also happens in your 12th house. And eclipses are powerful gateways. So we're in that gateway in April. So on the 11th, when Mercury goes into this 12th house joining Uranus, it's about unexpected ideas that come to you subconsciously. We just feel like your intuition just kicks in, and you know you need to do this thing, and it's going to guide you. You just know. You just know, and you just do it. Trust that instinct. You might want to also spend some time isolating, finding yourself disconnecting from the physical world and now wanting to connect more to your high self and spiritual world. This is a great time for meditation, getting readings, getting deeper insights into your spirit. This is great healing for yourself on emotional, mental, psychic level, because that's what's happening, especially when we go through past stuff, past memories, and we think about past traumas that come to mind through the memory, which invoke an emotion, which give us a feeling of deep feelings that sometimes can leave us feeling a bit down, sad. This is where you are thinking about those things. Trust the Uranus energy that brings in lightning bolt ideas, like, maybe I should go for that reading, maybe I should do an astrology, maybe I should, wear this crystal. It's simple stuff like that that's here to check your spirit and trust that energy. On the 15th, we have Mars in the 10th house. This is again, what action do you need to take when it comes to your career, your goals, your dreams, your ambitions? We all have those, a sense of purpose. What is your purpose? It's about taking charge in these aspects of your life. What do you need to do to improve? What action do you need to do? What action do you need to take? What action will motivate you so that you feel inspired about your goals, your dreams, your career, your ambitions, your sense of purpose? This is where the world sees you. This is where we put ourselves out into the world in the 10th house, where we decide on something that we love or we feel passionate about, motivated about, and we put it out there. Sometimes it can be as simple as, putting out some information on the internet that is relevant and that you really feel people need to know, and it really impacts you in a positive way. The world sees you. I mean, one of the biggest ways for people to see us these days is through social media, where we connect to others, in essence of that. But you can even do it as simply as calling a family meeting and having something to say, calling your colleagues together and planning something, that you feel would really help the team, where you plan like a team building exercise. Those are the kind of things that you actually get together with Mars, motivates you. On the 16th, we have a full moon in your 5th house. This is beautiful energy for the 5th house. This has to do with children. So any changes you need to make when it comes to your kids. If you have kids, it also has to do with inner child. How have you been nurturing your inner child? See, we get very busy in the world of being an adult, and there's lots of adult things that we do. We take care of the chores, we take care of the kids, we clean the house, we do the cooking, we have to go to work, we have to pay the bills, all of those things. But the 5th house is about inner child, and that's about the fun energy, where you don't have any concerns, cares, worries, and you let go. And that full moon is asking you to make time for that. Make some time to enjoy life, have an adventure, go somewhere, eat some ice cream on the beach or in nature. Something that really makes you feel like you're nurturing your inner child. Create some art, draw, painting. Great for creativity. Creativity is a good way to tap into that inner child energy, to have some fun, right? Also, it's great for business. If you have any business ideas, that full moon might, you might be working and you might maybe I should creatively do this. It'll really inspire me when it comes to my business or something I want to create with in my life. Very beautiful energy for that. The 5th house also has to do with romance. Maybe you're in a relationship and you haven't really been connecting, and now this is a time where you'll actually make a change and want to do something romantic, or even romantic with yourself. Romance yourself. It's so important to do that. Like, romancing yourself is very important. You want people to be romantic towards you. It's important to make sure that you take the time and give yourself the love and nurturing that you seek. It makes you feel good. Right? On the 20th, Sun is in your 12th house. Right? The Sun going into the 12th house, rest, rejuvenation, time out, This is where you might be feeling sleepy, a bit worn out. Take as much time as you need to rest. Very important. Okay, Gemini, very important that you take that rest. Like I said, the solar eclipse is coming up now. So on the 20th, great for meditation, great for journaling, great. You might be thinking once again about the past. It's good for you you might get ideas, like the sun can give us inspiration, understanding to past experiences and how we can move past them. But it's a good time for you to spend some time alone, some time focusing on healing within, letting go, surrendering. On the 29th, we have Mercury in your sign. Now, this is where you can say what you need to say. You'll be thinking and communicating new ideas, but you need to say certain things. You've been going through a lot of transformation within. Solar eclipse, 30th of April, in your 12th house. Do make sure that you are getting enough rest and rejuvenation, or else a solar eclipse can really make you physically feel unwell. It can really make you feel unwell. So it's important that you are making sure you are eating, sleeping, resting. It's a lot of rest that's needed within this month of April for you. A lot of time out. So it's so important that you are taking that. So when the solar eclipse happens, when it happens, and it's really, again, asking you to let go of past experiences, let go of the past, let go of what's weighing you down, spend some time alone. It also, the 12th house can rule isolation, like where we actually spend some time alone by ourselves. It's important that you take that. It's important that you watch your health, that you're making sure that you're well. Otherwise, we can feel really ill, and we can, might need to, if you don't watch your health, it can always get more serious. So it's important to really, with that 12th house there, be gentle as you possibly can. Treat yourself as if you are physically hurt, emotionally hurt. And the more gentle you are with yourself, the better it'll be. I know you're a Gemini. Geminis don't really focus so much on their own emotional pain. They might talk, but they sometimes don't go in a place of going within and feeling it. And so I understand, sometimes it can be so overwhelming and so much. You'd rather focus on other things. You'd rather be distracted by many things. You'd rather be busy. But this energy is really focusing on what you need to purge, let go, release out within yourself. And it can make you feel deeply emotional. It can make you feel very much like, emotionally letting it go. But it's such a good thing for you, because once we do that, do we make space for new things to come within? The release is so important. Our emotions are so important. We have sunny days and we have rainy days, and the same happens with our emotions. And this 12th house is asking you to feel the deepest parts of your emotions. Let it go, surrender it. It's so important. Remember, eclipses take us into the next 6 months. So it's so important that you close doors. This is a time where you might feel like you need to close some doors. You might find like changes are happening in your life. Some endings are happening within your life. Things are coming to a close. And it's so important for you to come to that understanding, to know that it's happening for a reason, because new doors are going to be opening for you. But first, we got to close the old ones. We got to walk through them. We got to say goodbye, and we got to move forward. And you need to give yourself that time to emotionally understand that. Great for meditation, great to, once again, for readings, getting that deeper insight into yourself and what is happening within you. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website's linked down below if you like reading, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos.